Hi everyone, it's Anne Marie from Scrapped 7 Creations, and today I'm coming to share two cards I made for this week's Saturday Morning Makes and Yellow in April from Anna White. And Saturday Morning Makes was created by Jill Norwood, okay? All right, so let me get started with the products that I use for each card. So for the first card, I use this really sweet Tilda Magnolia stamp. She's called Sitting Denim Tilda, and you can, get a better view of her here. Okay, so I got her from therubberbuggy.com. They have a lot of Tilda Magnolia stamps, so if you're interested in Tilda Magnolia, check out therubberbuggy.com. I'll leave the website in the description box. Okay. All right, so I used that stamp. I also used some papers from the Wayland papers. These I got from Amazon. So I used this pretty flower pattern. Okay, and then I also used this real pretty checked paper. Okay. So yeah, so these came from Wayland. I mentioned them in my last video. I got them from Amazon. And it's spelled W-H-A-L-I-N-E, Wayland. So if you're interested in these papers, just check that out on Amazon. Okay? All right. And then I used this real pretty lace that I got from Crafty Bean. That's Tina. She sent me, if you saw in one of my last videos, I showed a whole big package full of lace that she sent me. So thank you, Tina. I'm using what you sent me. So it's a real pretty lace, ivory lace that has little flowers. So it's, it's pretty wide. Okay, so I used that. I also used some other lace that she sent me, and I don't think I have it here on my desk, but it's to go around the edge of my card, so I use that lace as well. And then I use some flowers that I got from Hobby Lobby. I use these real pretty pink his and her. This comes from the wedding section, paper flowers, his and hers. I also use some Prima flowers. I use these, okay? And then just some other flowers that I had in my stash. And these are from Little Birdie. So I used a flower from this package. Okay? All right. And then I also used, let's just take a look at the card. I also used a little sentiment that I found in one of my stashes because I wanted a little sentiment. And this had a nice, nice saying, beautiful day. And it has little flowers there. Okay, so I thought that went well. I glittered up my flowers with my diamond stickles. Okay, kind of see a little bit there. Okay, and I colored her up with my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends. Okay, so she's just kind of sitting there, hanging out. Okay, and then for the center of those flowers that was on the lace, I put these little pink gems right in the middle. Those I got from Hobby Lobby, these little pink gems. Okay. All right, so that's the front of the card. And then the inside, again, I just used those pretty papers. And then I had a little scallop punch that I put in the middle there to put a sentiment. I haven't put anything on there yet. But then again, I used the lace and put the little pink gems in the middle of the, flowers. Okay. Yeah, so this is a 6x6 card. Okay, so that's the first card. All right. And then the second card I used is for the Yellow in April. Okay, so I'll show you what I used for that card. For the stamp, I used this really cute little bunny. Okay, and he is from, he's called, focus, Patchwork Bunny. Okay, 895D. And he is, I think he's a penny black. Let's see. Yes. Oh my gosh, come on, focus. All right, 1996 penny black. Okay, so isn't he cute? He's got his little bunch of carrots there. He's got his little bow on his around his neck. Okay, so I use that stamp. I use some Distress Oxide, this yellow squeezed lemonade. I went around the little scallop that they stamped the bunny on. So I used that. Okay. I also used some other flowers in my stash. Let's see. Let's see where those yellow flowers are. Well, I had gotten some of them from here. Some yellow flowers. I don't know where I put the rest of them. And then for the papers, I used, okay, so I had, for the base, I had this leftover piece that actually worked well, because this is a 5x7 card, and it just, I just had to cut off a little bit and make that a 5x7. So I used that for the base, and then I also used this paper. Again, this is from that Wayland paper from Amazon. This real pretty plaid. And then I had some matte mirror cardstock that I had from Crafter's Companion. Okay, so I used those together. Okay, all right. All right, so let's take a look at the card. So again, I just kind of colored him up with my Spectrum Noir Tri-Blends. Kind of went around with my ice gray. And then, colored the rest of them up. Okay, and then again, I used some flowers from my stash to put in the corner and just stickled some of them up. Some of them were already, like this big one was already, glittered up there. And then, so I just added some diamond stickles. And then this pretty lace I got from Tina. She sent me this. So I used that to go around the edge of the card. Isn't that pretty? Okay, it's got like some, it's got some flowers here. There. Okay, and then I just, I cut different size mats to put on the card. And then I used, for the bunny, I used this stitch scallop that I got from Waffle Flower. And I actually just opened this because I had just gotten it from my local scrapbook store. I had showed it in my last haul video, I think. But it's from Waffle Flower. Lacy Layers Die, A2. Yeah, so I still have to put this in my bags that I usually put my dies in, and with the magnetic sheet. So, but I just opened this, so I used one of the scallop dies from that. Okay. For the bunny. Okay. And then the inside, I just again, I used one of those stitch scallop dies from Waffle Flower, and I just layered it on top of some of the plaid paper. And I didn't include a sentiment yet. Okay. So that is that card. I made both of these cards this morning. I hadn't gotten to craft it all week. So I was pretty busy with school, and again, by the time I get home, because I go to my dad's, and I make him dinner, and we have dinner together, and so by the time I get home, it's like 7 or 8 o'clock, and I'm just beat. I just need to, I'm just beat. I'm just kind of too tired to craft. So I made these this morning. All right. Okay, so that's my share for this week, guys. Leave a comment, and thanks for stopping by. Bye.